stunning
I don't like the way that looked.
Jermell Charlo
I don't like the way that
records
looked.
his 18th knockout
He just
and unifies
knocked him out with a jab
Well, a
to the
repeat
body.
of the solar plexus punch, right?
These Charlos, man,
From many,
they have
many
matured.
years ago in boxing.
They have blossomed. They have
That was
bloomed.
startling, a jab to the stomach.
And he just was
twin
stretched out,
Charlos
crucified.
Their
Whoa,
opponents are
bro.
right now concerned for Jeison
Oh,
Rosario.
man. Did he break a rib?
Don't want to mute the celebration, but
crucified
we want to
that
make
man.
sure Rosario's okay. But what a night for the
is down
Charlo
there
twins.
in
They
pain.
deliver on their promise. The
Controversy,
kings of their respective jungle. Hashtag Lions only on pay-per-view.
Damn, he's still having a hard time getting up.
Or something. Damn, you don't want to body something.
Oh, shit, he's having a hard time, guys. He up now, he's up. Good. Woo! This was a very, very entertaining card. Now, I understand in hindsight how people are going to feel and say shit like, $75, I'm not trying to hear it. Shout out to Jermell Charlo. Shout out to his brother Jermall Charlo. Shout out to Nery. Shout out to Danny Román. Shout out to John Riel Casimero. Who else am I missing? Who else did I cover on this card? Spectacular wins for both Charlos. Jermell Charlo defeating Sergiy Derevyanchenko in spectacular fashion, unanimous decision, right? Ooh. And he just was like, I wish I could pause it, but I'm scared that, oh, man, that was scary. Oh, he great vomit. That was scary. That gave me bad flashbacks of, I don't want to even say it. They gave me bad flashbacks of a boxer. I didn't like that look. Even now that he's up, I hope he's okay. Let me see if I can get you a nice, ooh, right to the bread basket. Now, the WBC, WBA Super, IBF, and the Ring Magazine 154-pound champion Jermell Charlo. They made it. Pay-per-view, they made it. Even though there was no crowd, they made it. I'm glad they made it. I'm happy for them. Even though we got bad blood, they think I'm Team Hatley for some reason. And, you know, they really don't like when media members challenge them. But nonetheless, I'm happy for them. Jeison Rosario's still good. He got a little bit too overzealous in there, you know, stayed in the pocket a little bit too long, especially earlier in the fight, you know. Got some very good hooks to the body, but a lot of people felt that, you know, he was going to lose this fight and that Jermell Charlo would have the tougher time. But as I said, both of them, you know, even though Jermell Charlo had the tougher fight, both of them were challenged. I'm not saying that Jermell wasn't challenged in this fight. Now the question is, what's next? My theory is, depending on what happens with Patrick Teixeira and Brian Castano, if Brian Castano wins, who has ties with PBC, Teixeira is golden boy, it's a boxing political thing, then, you know, I see Castano for all the marbles, you know, undisputed, got to go for it. But if not, then I see Jermell Charlo versus Erislandy Lara, and Erislandy Lara dropping his WBA world title. Here, let's listen in.
Numbers. We said, you know, Charlo was not gonna be super active in terms of volume.
Pause it if you have to.
Power would rule the day, and it did, with knockdowns of several varieties, and so the numbers become, you know, kind of irrelevant.
Well, we said low output, high explosiveness, an explosive finish to the biggest win of Jermell Charlo's career, as he improves to 34-1. Here's Jimmy Lennon Jr.
They making it, bro. You gotta be
Ladies
happy
and gentlemen,
for him, right?
we have the time of 21 seconds.
Two pure,
of round
clean wins, no
number
controversy.
8. Our referee in charge, Harvey Dock, reaches the count of 10. He is the winner by way of knockout.
That goal.
He is now the unified WBA,
Give us a nice pick.
WBC, and IBF 154-pound champion of the world, Jermell Iron Man Charlo.
family. Y'all know it. Team Charlo.
It's all about family.
All about.
It's all about Team Charlo tonight as,
and shout out to
Jermell
James, too.
Charlo almost has enough titles now for his family. And, wow, what a night for Jermell and Jermall
right there,
Charlo in
They'll be able
their
to have that
first
forever. Like that they
headlining appearances in this very unique environment, first of all, Fight Sphere, but a twin bill, double-header pay-per-view, and it couldn't go any better for the Charlos.
No, and the nature of what they did, Jermall Charlo with a gritty performance
about
against
the 154-pound division as a whole. We're going to listen for his post-fight interview with Brian Custer, and then the next video after this is going to be his post-fight Zoom press conference. So let's talk about 154. As I said, you know, now Jermell Charlo, WBC, WBA. Here were the cards before the KO. Close fight. Steve Farhood had a 68-63, given Rosario rounds 3 and 4. So now he has 3 belts. We don't know when Teixeira and Castaño is going to happen, but WBO president put out that they got until like November to get something done or whatever. Erickson Lubin is the WBC mandatory for Jermell Charlo, but I don't see him getting that fight right away. I see maybe a step aside and maybe him fighting for an interim, but it all depends on, you know, what's going to happen. I mean, really, we got to think about the fights in the PBC stable. So right now, Jermell Charlo has, let's listen to this.
And as we mentioned, he's got 2 unified titleists. And that separates him from a very impressive field of trainers.
He beat Danny Garcia. He gets Trainer of the Year.
So what a night for Derek James. What a night for Ronnie Shields.
And
most importantly, what a night for the Charlo twins.
Hey, you're not going to get me copyrighted. What are they doing? They're not going to get me copyrighted. So I'm wondering right now, are we waiting for Charlo to get to Custer? You know, because I don't want to miss that post-fight presser or interview. So he has 2 mandatories, Erickson Lubin, WBC, and Bakhram Murtazaliev, who was supposed to be on this card in the dark fight, according to the bout sheet, meaning that, you know, it was untelevised. You know, so which way do they go with that? So say, for example, if he does fight Lindy Lara, then that's like 2 step-asides. I think the only person he'll be able to fight is the winner of Teixeira Castaño. Because the IBF will strip you, and they don't want that, you know, they don't want that. He's not going to drop that belt. So get that out of your head. I know there's going to be some people that say, well, he can just drop the belt. Yo, that belt is very valuable to PBC. And PBC has, you know, Al Heyman has ties with the IBF. They're not dropping that belt. And the WBA, they not going to order no mandatory. He's not dropping the WBC. So he's going to have to fight one of those mandatories. I mean, you know, but it's not going to be able to be pay-per-view. You know, and Lubin with his ratings the last week actually against Terrell Goucher, it just was like, ugh. So I'm wondering, is he going to talk to Brian Custer? I don't want to miss that.
Take off like a rocket tonight, live on pay-per-view.
Well, listen, I got to go.
And to put a button on the proceedings, here once again is Brian Custer.
Oh, wait, they got it.
Mo, thank you. And I'm here with the
champion
at 154 pounds. That's a lot of hardware.
All right, listen in.
Taking it back home to my family, baby.
That's a lot of hardware.
Yes, sir.
Hey, let's talk. First of all, congratulations.
Yeah.
You've always said and maintained I'm the best fighter at 154. And you said, I'm going to prove it here tonight. What do you think you proved here tonight?
Well,
what's going on with Jared Hurd?
I definitely proved that I'm more than just a puncher, but I also proved that I'm a puncher. I also stick to my game plans. Today, I grade myself, listening to my coach. I say an A because of the fact that everything he told me to do in training camp, I did. I pushed myself this whole way through. It's been a journey for me. I got these beautiful beds sewn in front of me, and all I could think about is my family sitting at home that wasn't allowed to come here because of the COVID protocol. But I'm definitely bringing home the straps like they told me to do.
And obviously this is different because of COVID, because of the bubble and things like that. But did it help you guys be more focused because you don't have to worry about family, tickets, and all that stuff, considering it's your first time on pay-per-view?
I definitely can say that if you're not made for boxing, don't come to the bubble. You're going to be isolated. You're going to be by yourself. You're going to be focused on just losing weight and training. And if you didn't get your training done at home, it's not going to be done in the bubble. And it's going to separate the boys from the men. For sure.
Let's talk about this fight because, I've just learned that Jeison Rosario is going to be taken to the hospital for observation here.
Yeah.
Let's start at the first round.
You
dropped him
with it,
at the first round. Were you thinking in your mindset, boy, this may be an easy night?
No, I was just knowing that he going to keep coming. And he did. He pressed on for like 4 or 5 extra rounds before I was able to floor him again. And, I'm growing and I'm realizing that the knockout just comes. And for a fact, I knew I have explosive power in each one of my hands.
We cover every Jermell
today
Charlo
I utilized
fight
my jab more than I did any other punch. And that's what got me all of these straps.
A lot of it was made about his power. Did he have big hands?
Yeah, I mean, he got. I feel like he does have big hands. He does hit hard, but it wasn't about that. I think when you wear a fighter down and you know how to take it out of him, and that's kind of what I did.
Well, okay. So one of the things you told me going into this fight was, listen, I know he's got power, but I want to know if he can take a punch. And obviously, that's what you proved here today. You drop him again in the 6th round. But let's go to the 8th and the final round of this fight. You stop him with a jab to the gut. Have you ever seen anyone react like that with a punch to the stomach?
I think it was crazy. A little bit due to previous punches that I have thrown. That jab got into it, and that body shot that landed must have hit it at the accurate point. I don't know. It seemed like he was having a seizure towards the end of the count. So, I wish him well. Any man that steps in the ring, I give him respect because, we trying to feed our family, and this is how we do it. And, I hope he recovers and bounce back, but just leave me alone.
Like his soul left his body.
So let's talk about first time on pay-per-view.
Yeah.
When you look back on it, your brother has a dominating performance against the top-ranked contender.
Yeah.
You go up against the unified champ. You knock him out.
Yeah.
What did the Charlos say about the sport, where they are in the sport of boxing?
It's OHB, Lions Only forever. OHB, one heartbeat. And Lions Only, that's how we do it. And, we've been doing this for a long time, like I said, and we dreams do come true. And I believe this is a part of my dream and it's a part of my destiny. God got all control of this man, and I put it in his hands. And this is his platform. Maybe. I'm just doing it for my savior. So
isn't that like a thing?
With that being said, man, I'm satisfied. I'm happy. My twin brother excited. He won tonight. We're gonna go do our bubble turn up and be back at home with our family.
What can you say about your trainer? Because Derek James now is the trainer of 2 unified champions. Big shout out to Earl Spence. He I
want to zoom in on that check.
He continued to push me. He a hard-working individual. Derek James doesn't stop. We utilize camp the perfect way, and we stuck together, and we all stick together. I can't thank him enough, man. Derek James is awesome.
We'll wrap this thing up with, I got to know, you're certainly going to enjoy this.
Yeah.
Who's next then?
Hey,
who's next for you?
I don't know. I know right now I'm going to talk with all of these sanctioning bodies and figure out what's going on. I'm the linear champion of the light middleweight division. I'm hold the crown. I'm the king. And
2 mandatories.
Hey. I'll talk with my team and see what's next.
And what did you think about your brother's performance?
He hyped. I love it. I love it.
Either way,
He my only fan right now, dog. He my biggest fan. I love him to death. He's so happy.
Congratulations to you both. Yeah. Both dominating.
Thank you. Lions Only Promotions. We getting ready to take over, baby. That's what it's about. We the new era of boxing.
I love it. For more on tonight's action and what's ahead from Showtime, make sure you follow us at Showtime Boxing on Twitter.
So listen.
Facebook. We got a wide range of post-fight coverage and content coming up for you.
All right, listen, we can't really stay here too long because we got to get to the post-fight stuff. So this is what we're going to do. Yeah, they got to figure out what the mandatory situation is because even if he fight Castaño or Teixeira winner, he's still going to have 2 back-to-back mandatories. So if he plans on reigning at 154 pounds, let's say the scenario. Let's say if he wants to reign at 154. let's say, you know, they work out a deal with the WBC and the IBF, and he goes on the fight to share with Brock Castanio, boom. You know, get that out of the way. And then he goes to fight, you know, then after that, he's going to have to fight his mandatories. You know, he's going to have to fight Murtazaliev, you know, Lubin's probably first, you know, and how does Lara fit in? You know, it's a lot of politics, so we really can't really pinpoint it. You know, we just got to wait and see what they do. But let me get up out of here and get ready for this post-fight stuff. I'm TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com. Please subscribe.